Hello and welcome to AEW Rise to the Top, TEW 2020. This is the game mode where we take over as Tony Khan, owner of AEW, and we try to bring them to the heights of WWE. It's going to be a long-term series, and I'm starting off today. There's one thing I want to mention before we get into it, because I keep meaning to mention this. I do have rankings. I've got a system and spreadsheets and everything, and working out rankings. So I'm thinking I might show them maybe apart from this month, because it's all just like 1 to 0. I might show them at the end of every month, I think, so you sort of get an idea of who's I'll do like a top 5 or something like they do in real life. So yeah, the rankings are a thing. It's exciting. I'm excited for you guys to see it. So we're starting off today on the coverage screen for television, because if you look at events, Oceania even, Oceania is a nightclub near me. On television, so all there and in India, they can't see Dynamite, which is troubling. But I looked at getting broadcasting there in between episodes, and unfortunately we're not big enough. So I think let me know down below if this is right or not, because once again, I'm quite new to this game. I think we just have to do pay-per-views, like events, and then they will be able to view the events because they've got like medium coverage for that. And hopefully that will boost the popularity, and then we can get a TV deal there. That's what I'm hoping for, anyway. Anyway, now we've done all that. I just wanted to sort of update on how all this is going, and we are going to head straight into episode 4 of AEW Dark. I'll see you in a second. Okay, and we are back with the first matchup. Chris Statlander defeats Tainara Conti in 10 minutes and 13 seconds. Chris Statlander got a performance rating of 31, which is pretty good. It's alright. Conti got 30. The Doctor Will See in our storyline has advanced with this segment, which is lovely. Statlander was off her game. Chris Statlander and Conti have great chemistry. Hey, that's pretty good. The crowd were turned off by having a match. Yeah, okay, they don't care about these people. It was a poor way to start the show and took the crowds. Okay, so this overall, it cooled down the crowd, but at least we know in future that they work well together. That's quite good to know. And it's got an over rating of 23, which, not a great start. Next up, after that matchup, Dr. Britt Baker hits the ring and attacks Statlander from behind, knocking her to the floor and applying the lockjaw. Referees rush to the ring and pull her off, but not until she's been able to deal damage to the alien. So this got a rating of 25. The Doctor Will See in our storyline has advanced but lost heat. I'm thinking maybe this storyline isn't a good idea, but hey, we're sticking with it. That's how we do things. We just power through. Let's move on to the next segment. And next up, we have Brandon Cutler in non-existent crowd heat. This is going so badly. Michael Nakazawa defeated Brandon Cutler in 8 minutes 30 by pinfall with a Firebird splash following interference from Peter Avalon. So Cutler got a 37 rating. Nakazawa got a 39 rating. The worst in AEW storyline advanced, but again lost heat. They don't care about either of these people. And man, this crowd is like coming straight out the fucking freezer at this point. Okay, this is not going to be a good episode, but that's alright. Let's move on to the next segment. Okay, so it had a decent reaction from the crowd, so that's good, I guess. But terrible wrestling. Sean Spears defeated Sonny Kiss in about 10 minutes with a rolling Death Valley driver. I need to change the name of that into what he actually calls it, but I can't remember what it is now. Sean Spears got a rating of 46. Sonny Kiss had 25. Sean Spears again seemed off his game. The colour commentary gave this match a boost. Tully Blanchard did good work. And again, it cooled the crowd. Oh my god, we've got one promo and one main event, and then the main event, sorry. So this is going to be a terrible show. The crowd is still cold. So this one got a 33 overall, and we'll move on to the next segment. Okay, so a furious Brandon Cutler is being interviewed backstage. Brandon, what happened out there? What happened? Weren't you watching? That librarian dick cost me that match. This is not over, Peter. Watch your back. Okay, and the worse than AEW storyline. Oh my god, we advanced the storyline and it didn't lose heat. Amazing. But Cutler struggled going off script. Okay, so I have to remember that one in the future. Is there a way to see those things? I know you can see chemistry, but does it show that as well? I haven't looked, but I'll have a look when I book the Dynamite in a minute. So that got 24, and now we move on to the main event, which is Joey Janela and Broken Matt Hardy going up against the Natural Nightmares. And Joey Janela and Matt Hardy defeated the Natural Nightmares in 13 minutes and 19 seconds when Joey Janela pinned QT Marshall with a moonsault foot stomp. Matt Hardy got a 52, Joey Janela got a 51, Dustin Rhodes got a 52. So pretty average. QT Marshall getting a 42. Matt Hardy has a groundswell of public support. I might make these guys, I don't really have anything for either of them currently, so I might put them together. I might keep them on Dark for a bit longer, tagging up together, and maybe we'll see where that goes. So that got us a rating of 45. So let's finish the show, and if this is above 30, I'll be quite happy with that. 34. You know what? I'll bloody take it. I'll take it. Yeah, all just a pretty rubbish episode of Dark there. It's a good job that's going out for free on YouTube, because no one would want to pay for that. So there we have it. There's Dark, and I will be back with you in a few moments with episode 4 of AEW Dynamite. Hello and welcome to AEW Dynamite. We have got a stacked card for you tonight. And first up, we've got the best friends, the number one contenders for the Tag Team Championships, going up against Butcher and the Blade. And the Chuck Taylor pinned the Butcher with a soul food after 11 minutes to pick up the victory for the number one contenders. So this got a 57 rating, which is a really, really good start. Trent got a 62 and Chuck got a 55. The Butcher and Blade got a 40 and 45. The Friends vs. Friends storyline has advanced. And again, this match got the show off to a strong start. That's what we like to see. Let's move on to the next segment. Next up, we've got Darby Alan, continuing on the theme of people that MJF have beaten. Defeats Luchasaurus in just under 8 minutes with a coffin drop. This gets a 56. Another very good segment to start off this show. Darby Allin had an in-ring performance of 64 and Luchasaurus had a 37. The Next Big Thing storyline has automatically advanced, which is good. Jim Ross and Excalibur work well together. We already knew that. Announcing quality is good. Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. This match got the crowd hotter. That's what we like to see. So far, this has gone quite well. And let's move on to the next segment. So next up we have an angle featuring Scorpio Sky, Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, and Chris Jericho. SCU are standing in a corridor arguing. Scorpio Sky tells them to leave him alone and enters the locker room. Daniels and Kazarian look at each other and walk off. Jericho appears and enters the locker room. The SCU Never storyline has advanced and gained heat, which is good. It's got a 72 rating, which is great. Everyone did really well, apart from Kazarian, who didn't like not having a script, which is fair enough. Now let's move on to the TNT Championship match, where Cody is taking on Hangman Page. Hangman Page. So Cody defeated Hangman Page in 22 minutes with a roll-up, and that is Cody's third defense of the AEW TNT title. Cody had a performance of 64, same as Hangman Page. The Friends vs. Friends and TNT Open Challenge storyline both advanced with this one. Cody seemed off his game, and I made the match a little bit long. The match dragged at the end as it was too long for the workers to really keep an all-out pace going. I tried to get them to steal the show, but I guess you need a bit of a shorter match than that. I think I gave it over 20 minutes. I made this quite a long match, and I got a 51 rating. I was expecting that to be popping off. Not gonna lie, I was expecting it to be high 70s, so that's quite disappointing. But what does this mean for the tag team champions? We'll have to wait and see. Let's move on to the next segment. Here we have a number one contendership match between the Bunny and cheerleader Melissa to see who will face Hikaru Shida at Fyter Fest. So cheerleader Melissa, new to the company, defeated the Bunny in 12 minutes with an air raid crash. This got a 51 rating. The Bunny had an in-ring performance of 46, and cheerleader Melissa had an in-ring performance of 51. The AEW Women's Championship storyline has advanced. The crowd don't like the Bunny, which is annoying because she's good. She's one of the better in-ring performers in the women's division. The Bunny was off her game and she still got a 46, which is really good. So at Fyter Fest, it will be cheerleader Melissa versus Hikaru Shida for the Women's Championship. We're very excited for that one. Let's move on to the next segment. So Hangman Page is recovering from his match with a drink. Omega enters. Kenny, hey man, don't you think you should have talked to me before fighting Cody? Come on, Adam, we're a team. We gotta look out for each other. We gotta communicate. Page looks at Omega, takes a long sip of his drink, and leaves the room. Kenny, fine. If you want to compete in other matches, so will I. The Friends vs. Friends storyline has automatically advanced with this segment. Omega looked good. Page looked good. Beautiful. 77 rating. Oh, yeah. See, that's what I wanted from Page every time. He's so good, isn't he? He's great. Let's move on to the next segment. Oh, my God. This is what I wanted. Death Triangle defeated the Elite, Kenny Omega, Matt Jackson, and Nick Jackson, making this team of the Elite in just under 14 minutes when Pac submitted Matt Jackson with the Brutalizer. Oh, let's have a look at all of this good stuff. Ray Phoenix had a 77, Pentagon had a 70, Pac had an 81, Nick had an 84. Matt and Kenny both had a 78, and the Friends vs. Friends and the Express to Death storyline both advanced with this segment. Excalibur was pretty weak. I might need to try and find a new commentator, which is annoying because Excalibur is my favourite on the desk in real life. I don't know, can you train them, or do they get, as their experience goes up, does their skill level go up? I don't know. Matt Jackson had a hot new move, and Kenny, Matt, and Nick all have public support. That got an 82 rating. Death Triangle have now been, I'll show you after Dynamite, but they're now in the top 3 rated matches that we've had so far. So I think just put Death Triangle on every week. Just put them in every match. I mean, it seems to be working. Let's move on to the next segment. So straight after that match, Pac grabs a mic. Not even the Elite can stop us. No one here can stop us. We are bored in AEW. We need competition, and we need it soon. Again, Express the Death storyline advanced. It's got a 77 rating, which is really good. All 3 of them did a really good job. Which is just, oh God, they're so good. They're so good. Okay, let's move on to the next segment. So, MJF hits the ring with Wardlow. Darby Alan, you think you're funny, don't you? Anything you can do, I can do better. That's quite a statement to make. Let's see if you do better than this. Ring the damn bell. The bell rings and Wardlow lays down. MJF covers him. 1, 2, 3, bell rings. Good luck next week, bitch. So the next big thing storyline advanced with this one again. And segment got a 54. Not bad. You know, pretty decent for what it is. So it's going to be, it looks like it's going to be Wardlow against Darby Alan next week to continue this. Who's the best out of these two men? Let's move on to the next segment. So a video plays showing Jungle Boy in some trees. Death Triangle, you say you want some competition? Well, at Fyter Fest, we will show you competition. Be ready, because we will be. So that is Jungle Boy. Liked being off script as well. They expressed the Death storyline, so that confirms that at Fyter Fest it will be Death Triangle going up against Jurassic Express, which is going to be exciting. Let's see who's going to pull out the win in that one. And now let's move on to our main event of the evening. Brian Cage making his Dynamite debut against CIMA. Brian Cage defeated CIMA in just under 12 minutes with a flying elbow drop. Brian Cage had a 59 performance, CIMA had a 57, and the Man vs. Machine storyline has automatically advanced. Again, the commentary was really good. I think it must just penalise the higher rated ones. I'm not sure how that works. So overall this got a 64 rating, which is pretty good. Brian Cage was injured at the start of this save, which is really annoying. Luckily I managed to get him to have some surgery, and it was only a few weeks, so now he can make his debut, but yeah, bit annoying. And now let's move on to the final segment of Dynamite. As Cage celebrates, Moxley's music starts to play. Mox makes his way through the crowd towards the ring. He climbs in, raises the mic to his mouth, then throws it at Cage. Mox takes advantage and hits the paradigm shift on a dazed Cage. Mox exits the ring and walks back into the crowd. The Man vs. Machine storyline was advanced and gained heat, which is great. Performance of Jon Moxley was fantastic. That's good. And everyone just liked not having a script. And that got a 75 rating. Oh, God. Jon Moxley's so good. Man, I'm so excited about the future of this. It's going to be so good. So now that's done, let's move on to the final screen and let's see our rating for Dynamite. I've got a really good feeling about this one. Okay, so here we are. Overall rating is 70, which it's not our highest. The first episode was still the highest, but that's a pretty decent Dynamite. I think if we just had like a better beginning, if I made that Cody Hangman match a little bit shorter, might have popped it up a little bit, you know. But hey, I'm not going to complain about a 70 rated show. So I will be back in 2 minutes on the homepage, and we'll look through. I'll show you the top matches, which I'm pretty sure is just Death Triangle, Death Triangle, Death Triangle at the moment. But yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so here we are, and once again, let's see the NXT results. Let's see how they got on. They got 79. They're beating me every week. God damn it. And they got 1.5 million viewers. I had a total of 1.6 million viewers, which, god damn it. And we got a 1.3. 1.3. I mean, that's really good for us. They've just got better distribution deals. Okay, so here we are on the top 100 matches so far. So I was slightly off. It's actually Death Triangle are 1, 2, and 4, and then in third it's Adam Page and Omega defeating the Hybrid 2, which is, I mean, that's quite impressive for the Hybrid 2 to be in there. And then Jon Moxley defeating Jimmy Havoc as well is number 5, is in 5th place. So I believe that is everything for this episode of AEW Dynamite. Let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed it, please tell a friend, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you all. Next time. Goodbye.